O.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be flipping through my Inktober 2017 sketchbook. Over the next couple weeks I'm going to go through my 2018 and my 2019 one, so stay tuned for those. They do get better as the years go by. This one is the very first one that I ever did, so don't judge it too harshly. It gets better as the years go by, but let's get into this one. So on the very first page of the book, I decided to do a little table of contents, so I've got all the days of the month and then whichever word is associated with each days. I used the official prompt list for this year. First, day 1, the word is swift, so I drew some bat wings without the bats themselves. We could do without some bats this year, but this was in the past, so it's a good prediction, just with regular pen. The next day, the word was divided, so I've got a shadowy, kind of foggy figure that's trapped behind maybe a piece of glass or something like that. I used a reference that wasn't mine. Then this one is still an idea that I really like, so I've got the bones in the hands and they turn and fade into flesh, and then we've got some poison dripping down. Nothing too complicated. This is when I realized I didn't have enough pages, so I doubled up. Underwater was a reference photo that wasn't mine, and then on the other side for long we've just got a weird snake dragon. I don't even know. For sword, I kind of got a little bit of Batman and Spider-Man inspiration in there, and then Shy is one of my favorites from all the years I've done Inktober. Person hiding behind some wood. And then if you can guess my reference for this photo, bonus points. The Weasley house from Harry Potter, the burrow. For October day 9, the prompt word was screech, so I decided to do a bit of a perspective drawing and some more detailed line work, just a nice little gate. I'm assuming it would screech when you open it, and that's where my idea came from. Then for October day 10, gigantic, I've got kind of some parts are more solid, some parts are more faded, a bit of a monster that is gigantic. For October day 11, the prompt was run, so I've got 2 ghost-like figures in the foreground and one really tiny guy if you can see him in the background. Then day 12 was one of my ultimate favorites. I spent a lot of time working on this one. Shattered glass. I used a reference photo that wasn't mine, but I tried to make it as accurate and realistic to the photo as I could. Then teaming, I just drew a bunch of tiny bees and a queen bee. Not much to say about this one, I just used a regular pen for it. Then for day 14, we've got the word fierce, so I did a nice lion roaring. It was kind of fun to try to contrast the fur on the face to the fur of the mane. I tried to do little tiny brush strokes and make it a bit diverse. And then at this point I was super behind, so the next 3 I think are really simple, just question mark and some fingerprints for mysterious. Then the next one, the word is fat, so I did the Ghostbusters logo, a little bit of clouds, a little bit of playing with what's in front and what's behind. And then the next day I just did some spider webs and some spiders. This one was probably done in like 5 minutes, super quick. But then the next one I really like. This one is for filthy. So I've got a little girl or little boy who's supposed to be in kind of like sewer water, and then I don't know, it could have 4 arms, it could have 2 arms, but it's kind of playing with movement just a little bit. Then this next one for cloud was based off a painting I did already. Just inverted it so that the lightning was black instead of white, and then I just kept some storm clouds because that's more fun than normal clouds. This one I definitely remember doing in the middle of math class. My teacher was fine with it. It was okay. It turned out great. And then furious, so I've got Slenderman in a suit. I think I was mostly interested in playing with the shading in this one and trying to make it a little bit realistic, but I didn't want to attempt a face. Trail, this one was inspired by Crisco art. He kind of does foreground trails and stuff that's a little bit similar to this, so I tried to copy his style a bit. Juicy, just a juicy heart. Assuming that's blood. Kind of gory, but then again it is Inktober, so it's all good. Not super detailed in this one either. So for blind, I decided to black out the entire eyeball, and I just made it like there's an eyeball, but there's no iris and pupil, and it's all darkly shaded. Don't ask me why I didn't do top eyelashes. I don't really know. That's the way it is. This one I do really like, but it was, I think, based off someone else's artwork. I just kind of copied the main idea of the ship, and then I added my own like tattering and whatnot. So not my picture, but it is my drawing. Then the next day, I actually read the tale of Despero right before I got to this word, so I had to do Despero. If I could go back, I'd probably use red ink to do the thread, just to make it pop a little bit more. But cute little mouse running through. Then the next day, climb. So I do really like the perspective on this one, and the way I did the bridge I think was good. But if I could cut out the person's legs, I definitely would, because that perspective was not good. Then for fall, Fallen Angel, this one was based off someone's photography, so again, not my reference photo, but I did do some feathers, just nice and light. This one was my own idea, pretty dark. So this is for United, so she's giving Death her heart, to be reunited, I guess. Then October 30th, Found, so just a simple little lock, and then inside the lock you got the universe. Guess you gotta find the key to be able to go. And then we have the last day, October 31st, the word was mask, so I did a nice little gas mask. This one was super rushed because I tried to get it done by midnight, but I didn't get home till really late. And that's the last one that completes the book. Stay tuned for my 2018 and my 2019 flip through. I'll try to get those up before October. And then if you're interested in seeing how I do the 2021, I'll try to post weekly videos of me getting through each week of Inktober, and then a final flip through at the end. Thanks for watching!